Regan Slaymaker for Not Just Boxing. I have the pleasure to be joined by the former WBA Bantamweight World Champion, Nina Hughes. Nina, I mean, you're in Australia at the moment, so apologies if it's late at night, but how are you doing?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, in Australia, enjoying a bit of sunshine. Otherwise, I heard it's really cold in England at the moment. So, yeah, settling in, but over the jet lag now. So, yeah, ready to go. Fight week.
No, wicked. I mean, I wish I was in Sydney and not in cold Essex as well. I mean, but no, but we're obviously here to discuss your rematch with Cherneka Johnson. But I do want to talk about the first fight before we get into that. Obviously, it was a lot. It was
Yep.
quite a while ago now. But how did obviously we had this crazy ending after the first fight where your hand was raised. You guys thought you got the win. Then the ref changes it. From what you remember, what do you remember
Yeah.
from that first fight? And I mean, the ending that was a bit crazy to everyone on who was watching the show.
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah. Throughout the fight, we was as the rounds were going on, we was confident we was winning, and we was like winning comfortably. And so yeah, when the scores were announced and they raised my hand, it was what we was expecting anyway. So it wasn't, and yeah, and then they just all of a sudden they was just about to do the post fight interview, and then they just dragged me back over to the ref, dragged my hand, no explanation, and just started reading the scores out again. And I just thought, what are they doing? And as soon as I started reading the scores out, I just knew that for some weird reason they was changing the scores. And yeah, then they reversed the result. They said the MC had made a mistake, but yeah, it was just, the judges' scoring was very corrupt as well.
Yeah, do you, obviously you said that was going to be my next question. I am obviously without assuming things and getting into a few issues, but is that essentially what you think happened? A little bit of foul play was probably involved in that whole situation.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? They're all blaming the MC, saying the MC just read it out wrong. But yeah, whether he read it out wrong or whatever, it doesn't justify the scorecards. And it was, if you look at how they scored the rounds, like the rounds are clearly won. They give it to her, and then it was like they tried to even it up later on. It was, yeah. I think even Michael Buffer tweeted like, "How on earth has three judges only unanimously scored two rounds the same because they were that all over the place."
I mean, it was absolutely mental. And obviously, knowing you yourself and Kevin as well as I do, I mean, it was just a shame to see something like that happen to you. But I mean, and we're here now. We've the rematch is here, but it seemed because obviously that was a voluntary defence for yourself when there was a mandatory
Yeah,
due and things.
it's a voluntary. That's the thing.
Exactly, and that whole situation. And then there was a situation with the WBA, and it was all drawn out. Did you ever think that you'd get to this moment where the rematch with Shanika was kind of locked in?
Yeah, well, we did believe it would happen because we did appeal, obviously, because of
Mm.
the judging, and yeah, the WBA they got neutral judges, independent judges from all around the world to rejudge my fight, and the majority had me winning. So
Wow.
that's why they made me mandatory for the rematch. So we always knew we was mandatory, we would be made mandatory, and that we would get the opportunity. It was just a matter of how long do we have to wait.
Yeah, definitely. And shout out to as we've said off camera, Leon Sudbury, your manager, for obviously sending appeals and such to the WBA and things like that. But yeah, we're here now. Obviously, you're in Australia. I mean, it's also a weird question. I normally ask obviously fighters, as you know, when we've done interviews, what do you know about Shanika Johnson? But you've already been in there, shared the 10 rounds with her, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, and you guys, obviously, by your own admission, think you won the first fight comfortably. Expecting obviously a same result in your mind in the ring, but different on the judges' scorecards, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like obviously no two fights are the same. We've both had 10 months to work on it, work on ourselves and improve. So, but I'm confident. We've trained hard. We've still been improving massively in the gym. I know what to expect, but we've changed everything in case you bring something new. So yeah, we're really confident.
Definitely as well. And obviously, I do want to mention your coach, Kevin Lilly. Obviously, we've spoken about kind of the bond that you guys have. Obviously, you've been together from right from the start. I mean, obviously sum up. Obviously, this is another world title fight for yourself,
Yeah.
and with Kevin as well. I mean, just sum up kind of the journey that you guys have been on, if that's okay. It's been a wild ride, winning kind of Commonwealth titles to world titles as well.
Yeah. Yeah, we was just saying the other day that this will be my fourth world title fight. In only my eighth fight, and I think every fight I've had, apart from the first two, were title fights, a 10 round title fight. So yeah, we've moved quickly, and yeah, we've bonded as a team, and yeah, we've worked well together.
Definitely. So, do you think? I know you're very humble, Nina. Every time we've spoke, you're not one to call anyone out. You're never one to kind of I don't know. Because you leave the bigging up to us, if that makes sense. But do you think kind of it's like you put it that way? I think you won a world title in your fifth fight or something ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
do you think you sometimes get overlooked a little bit?
Yeah, I think because of my age is the main thing. No one, I think that is probably the biggest reason why I get overlooked. But I just keep doing what I'm doing. I enjoy the sport, and I'll just keep carrying on for as long as I want.
Definitely as well. And long may it continue, by the way, Nina as well, because we love a Nina Hughes fight night over here as well. And Tyson Fury in an interview mentioned your name, didn't he? About I
Yeah.
mean, how that must have been kind of surreal. Obviously, he's in the lead up to one of the biggest fights, well, if not the biggest fight of his life at the time. And Coogan's got him sat down talking about you. Like, how was that? Did you obviously was it just another day for you, or was that a pretty cool
No,
moment
it
in the
was
career?
it was pretty cool. He thought he was the oldest world champion, and he didn't
Yeah.
realise he was like none of the women are older.
No, I mean, it's a great little moment. I'll try and embed it into this interview if I can, because it was a really cool moment in the lead up to. I think that might have been the first Usyk fight as well. But yeah, obviously, I do
Yeah.
want to mention kind of your preparation as well. I've been seeing you doing the rounds with like Lauren Parker, former European champion, Ticey Gallagher, obviously former opponent, but also British champion, and then Tori Ellis Willetts as well. Three really good fighters as well. That you guys obviously you've done a lot of rounds with Lauren Parker as well, but three really good
Yeah.
fighters to help you prepare for Cherneka Johnson on Saturday night.
Yeah, we've had loads of different sparring. So yeah, all sparring's been really good. They're all great fighters, and yeah, they've all carry certain aspects, and yeah, definitely helped a lot. Made me ready. I've trained hard, got the rounds in. I'm more than ready to go now.
Definitely, and for some speaking from experience, seeing you run up Leon C steps is always nicer to watch someone do it than do it yourself as well, Nina. I mean, Nina, we've smashed through my questions, mate. Have you got any final words? I mean, the fans who are, I'm sure, going to be getting up at stupid o'clock in the morning to watch your fight on Saturday.
It's not stupid o'clock. It's actually on at 9 o'clock UK
Is
time.
it? Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay, so we can get watch it at normal o'clock then.
normal
Great.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, just thanks for everyone for their support. Thanks to all my sponsors that have helped me, especially for this fight. And yeah, gonna bring that world title back. Two-time world champion.
Two-time world champion. Looking forward to seeing it. Nina Hughes, thank you very much for your time. Best of luck Saturday, mate.
Cheers. Thanks.
No worries.